Hey y'all, Southern Sage back again, and I have a new toy! I decided to get an Ecozoom Rocket burner. So this is a high efficiency wood burner that you can cook on using very small diameter wood. I am using limbs that fell down in my yard. It's supposed to be really fuel efficient and very straightforward to use. So I saw one of these a couple of weeks ago at a class I was teaching. Someone used this to make the meal for everybody, and it looked super cool. So I decided to get one and experiment, because frankly, if it works, it would be really nice to do my summer canning outside and not dump all of that heat into the house. So you guys get to come along with me on this adventure, not hiding anything. I have never done this before, so we're just going to see how it goes. So here is the thing, this little Ecozoom. So if we take a tour of it, let me see if I can get this right here. It's got this front door where we put the wood in here, so the sticks will feed in this way. It's got a damper below, so we can adjust the airflow, and then we put the pot on top. So let me get you guys situated so you can watch as I try and get this fire going. And I've already put some paper in here. It's literal junk mail, nothing special. And I'm gonna assume the lady I talked to who did this at the class said to start the fire kind of like any other, feeding from the top with kindling and something that will start well. And then once it gets going and gets some hot embers down here, to start feeding the sticks in the front. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So we're going to put a whole bunch of little sticks in the top to make sure that they catch. And then we'll see about maybe moving on to some bigger pieces in a short enough form that it'll actually fit in the stove. So let's light this thing. It would probably be better if I had some newspaper, but I didn't have any of that handy when I decided to come out and play with this. So in the instructions, it said to leave this bottom door open to get it started, so that it would have kind of maximum airflow up and in. And the junk mail is not lighting on fire very well. So we may have to restart and have me actually go find some newspaper, because we do have some. Oh no, that's better. I see flames in there now. So now we gotta wait. So the theory behind this thing is that there's an all-metal chimney in the middle, which if you look, the whole chimney is the diameter of that top hole. And then there's like 2.5 inches of insulation around that. So the fire in the middle gets super hot really fast, and we'll know that that's happened whenever the smoke goes clear, right? When we no longer have smoke, then the fire is burning hot enough to completely combust everything in the wood. And that's really what we want to see. And it looks like that is going well. So the instructions also say that once you get a good fire going, you should put a pot on top so that it holds the heat in and heats up the mass and helps it really go. So I'm going to go grab the pot of experiment for this, and I will be right back. I'm going to leave you guys enjoying the fire. Oh, that is burning fast. Okay, so the thing we are cooking today, because I honestly wasn't sure how this was going to go for the first time, and wasn't sure that I wanted to like steak dinner on this. Dinner for the family, you know? So I decided I would just grab a quick and easy pasta pack meal, which, while I know it is not very eco-friendly or green or permaculture-y of me, is also just a thing that I like. So I think I did not transition to the front fast enough. You see we've got white smoke again. So that didn't go well. And I think we may have gone out. That went really fast. This is an important learning, that I need to be way faster on getting the lids and switching to loading from the front. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go grab some more paper and we're gonna give this another try. Told you I wasn't hiding anything. Okay, we're back again. I put some more paper. In this case, I am using a paper sack because that's what I had in here. I haven't actually lit it again, so the smoke you're seeing is still embers from the round one. But I am gonna go ahead and light that paper sack now. And this time, I'm gonna try starting with some stuff coming in the front and the rest going up, and see how that works. See if we can get hot enough that the smoke goes away. It is definitely drafting well. If this were a wood stove, I would be ecstatic with how fast this is catching. Okay, we're gonna see if this will go ahead and go up like the last one did. Oh, there we go. Smoke went away. So we will put our pot on, like it says in the instructions. And then theoretically, this will catch the stuff down below, because right now it's burning up through the chimney more than down here. So we may end up dropping a few more things down in it until it really catches the sticks at the bottom. All right. I don't know if you guys find this as exciting as I do, but having spent many hours sweating in a canning kitchen in the middle of summer and being really frustrated because I'm hearing the air conditioner kick on because I'm dumping, 4 hours of heat of 2 giant canners plus other pots of food that I'm canning on a, 100-degree end of July day, and it's just frustrating. I'm like, I have to produce all this heat at the worst time of the year possible. And so having some alternative to that is huge for me. So I'm really hoping this works. if it does, well, this is not an inexpensive thing to buy. It's about 170 bucks. I can space out and end up with 2 or 3, and I think that would get it. So, cross your fingers. We're putting our stock in the pasta pack. Let's find out. Oh, the ends of our sticks are catching. So the theory here is that because the chimney is insulated, right, it gets super hot in there, which lets you get really complete combustion of all of the sticks at the bottom. And that complete combustion makes for a really hot fire. No smoke, like we don't see any smoke here, right? And also minimizes your fuel usage then, because if you're burning all the energy you can out of each stick, then it doesn't take as many sticks as, say, a conventional wood stove, right? A wood cook stove, like you would picture in an old farmhouse or a modern homestead kitchen. Lots of people use them. So we're just going to see if this will work. My sticks are definitely burning on the end. They are going in farther. Here, let's get you a look inside here. I'm not whoa, sorry. So in reviewing the video from the Ecozoom, it appears that the camera cut out whenever I first tried to tip you guys so you could see down the chimney. So I'm sorry we didn't get that footage. But just imagine a purely cleanly burning fire rapidly turning these little sticks into ash. So just imagine that in your mind, and then we're going to pick up a little bit farther in the cooking process. Okay, we're back now. Let's take a look. We have our Ecozoom cooking away. We are boiling. So we're going to add our pasta packed mix and stir it in real well. And honestly, I need this to be a little cooler. So I probably have too much fuel in here. And this claims it needs 10 minutes. So we will see. But it is burning quite nicely. If you want to take a look, you can see our pasta pack is boiling, basically instantly. We still have no real smoke, right? Everything is clear. This device was originally developed to help third world countries. So in their original marketing, the price was set so that every time someone bought one of these for themselves, they covered the cost of sending one to a country that heats with wood to reduce the amount of smoke inhalation in the home. Because in most of those countries, they cook over live fires, and the smoke fills the interior spaces, and so they get a lot of people who die or get very sick from smoke inhalation. They have crazy high levels of asthma and other kinds of respiratory diseases. So that's a pretty cool history. And they still make these available for that. But I don't think anymore it's a one-to-one thing where me buying this one sends one to another country. However, it is definitely proving out, and you can see the lack of smoke, right? We've got some steam over here, but no actual smoke from the fire. And I'm sitting pretty close to it, right? I'm right here. And it's not hot. Like, I can feel warmth coming out of the top of it, but the sides are not hot. And I can touch them. They were not like I wouldn't hold it. but it's not scalding hot either. So that insulation layer is doing a really good job. And we are just going to keep pushing these sticks in as they burn and stir our soup. So I think I'm going to call this a success. So obviously I've got to do some more practice and learn how to keep things to a low simmer versus getting them to a fast boil, and just playing with how many sticks it takes and how fast to feed and all of that. But like, this is pretty good. So I hope you all have enjoyed this adventure with me. And I am sure if I can like stock up and I actually do some outdoor canning with these this summer, that you'll see that on the channel. So thanks for being with me. I'll see you next time.